Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we got something kind of fun and different to talk about. And if you know anything about me, you know I'm a huge collector of Mopar diecast cars. I collect tons of Mopar stuff. It doesn't matter if it's like brochures, even board games with Mopar stuff, just random posters, everything. Anything I think is very interesting, I collect. And my wife would call it junk, but nonetheless, I love my collectibles. And one of the things that I've been collecting since 2019 is these new Lego Speed Champion sets for anything Mopar related. Basically, Dodge has had a number of sets with Lego, and this time they're doing a whole new set with the Dodge Challenger SRT HELLCAT. Now, if you read Mopar Insiders on a daily basis, you've noticed that on Thursday I actually posted this early in the morning. Lego actually sent me a press release earlier this week about this set. Now, this set is available for pre-order right now, and again, they're saying that this is the very first modern day Dodge Challenger that they've done. But that's not kind of true, because if we go back through what they've done so far, back in 2019, you can see right here in January 3rd, 2019, I actually posted that they were teaming up with Dodge, Lego was, to do a new campaign, and it was to market the 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon. And what they did was they offered one of their first Speed Champion sets was this, that had the 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon and a 1970 Dodge Charger RT, kind of like Vin Diesel's from Fast and Furious, but a little bit different. And a lot of people have been saying, like, well, that one looks better than the new one, at least people that have seen the article and they've been telling me, but there's a big difference between these two cars. Basically, when you get the dual sets like this, the cars are smaller. So basically, if you compare this Speed Champions Challenger compared to the new one, this car is quite a bit smaller. There's less parts in it and that. The new Speed Champion stuff has basically kind of grew in size over like the last few years, and they're pretty decent sized cars now. So instead of having just a car that is about 125, maybe 175 pieces, now you're getting things that are like over 300. So again, bigger size. That's why they say it's the first modern day Dodge Challenger that they've done for the Speed Champion set, even though they've done this. But this was a huge campaign for them. They did a video, like an actual marketing campaign video with Dodge, and Leah Pruitt was part of it, which was really cool. They did a whole bunch of promotional stuff with her, and it just took off. The set was super popular. We actually gave away one on Mopar Insiders for a giveaway back in 2019, and again, it was just a lot of fun. Then they moved out to a second set, and that was in 2021. So this is just after the whole COVID thing, and the funny thing was, they wanted to kind of promote Dodge again. So what was really cool was Leah Pruitt was running a special paint scheme on her dragster. It was the 1320, the Angry Bee. This is right when it was actually back in 2019 when she ran the scheme, but she ended up running it again, and it was one of the most popular paint schemes on a NHRA dragster. She ended up actually breaking the speed record at Bandimere Speedway during the Mopar Nationals there, which was really cool, that Mile High Nationals.
How about a 379 for Leah? She holds on to the top spot and sets low ET in the meet and 327.19 miles an hour. Hey, Bandimere Speedway, that's the fastest speed in the history of this place. Nice job for the Angry Bee.
So anyways, they decided to do her dragster. And this thing is actually sitting on my shelf next to me. It's cool as can be. This is actually a lot of fun because, again, with these sets, my son is not a huge car person. It's kind of funny that way. He likes McLaren, so he collects all the McLaren Speed Champion sets. But when it comes to the Dodge stuff, he'll sit down with me and build them with me because, again, he's a huge Lego person, so that's kind of our thing. But he absolutely loved this set. He thought putting the dragster together was awesome. And the best thing was, not only did it come with a dragster, it also came with a 1970 Dodge Challenger TA. So it was in plum crazy. And again, because it's a dual set, the cars are smaller than the original, like the normal Speed Champion cars. But it's still a lot of detail for what they are, and it was just a really cool set overall. Anyways, I really like that set. That was probably my favorite set that they've had so far. Now that we got some bigger cars, we actually seen that, like this one here, this is a Speed Champions car that came out in 2022. This is Vin Diesel's Fast and Furious 1970 Dodge Charger RT with the blower and a Vin Diesel little minifigure. And this set was actually 345 pieces, and it was under $20 at the time, which was really good. But you can tell just by looking at it that the car is actually bigger than the one that came with the drag set. So you can just tell, like, look at the size of the like grills and stuff like that and the detail. These ones are a lot bigger and, again, more detailed. So that was actually a fun set. I didn't think it was the best set by any means, but I thought it was pretty fun. Now, with this new set, we're getting the Dodge Challenger SRT HELLCAT, and it's pretty cool because it's got a lot of detail. There's a lot of pieces to it. Matter of fact, there's 390 pieces to this set, and it includes a minifigure as well. And if you actually look at what they did, they put splitters on it, and they gave it a wide body kit, and it's actually in Sublime, which is cool. And they even mimicked the hood design with the dual snorkels. So it actually is quite detailed. I was really impressed. So it's basically 6.5 inches long, 3 inches wide, and 1.5 inches tall. So it's still compact in size, but it's actually, like I said, on par with what the other Speed Champion cars are. So basically, Lego has this for sale right now on Lego.com. It's basically pre-ordered up until August 1st, and then they'll start shipping them out. So basically, you can get this car for $26.99 in, US money. So it depends on where you are. If you're in Canada, it's going to be a little bit more, but nonetheless, it's just a cool set, and I can't wait. I've actually pre-ordered one already to actually put it together with my son, so it should be a lot of fun. So if you're a Mopar actual collector of different things and you love Lego or whatever, this looks like it'll be a pretty fun set. So head over to Lego.com and make sure to put a pre-order in, because obviously they only build so many of these sets, and then what happens is about 6 months or so into it, they'll just cancel the set out, and that's what they do with a lot of their sets. So you might have it a decent run for about 6 months, and then all of a sudden they'll just disappear. So make sure to, if you want something like this, to take and pre-order it. It will be in stores probably within the next couple weeks. And then after that, like I said, 6 months, it's pretty much done. So get your hands on it and go over to Lego.com and let me know what you think of this design. It actually looks pretty cool in my opinion. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
With Dodge, racers come in all sizes. Background sets and elements each sold separately.